Welcome to your 5 minutes of personal and professional development. Today, we're going to break down the book Man's Search for Meaning by psychiatrist Viktor Frankl, published in 1946. This isn't just a book. It's the testimony of a man who, after surviving the Nazi concentration camps, teaches us that even in the most inhuman circumstances, we possess the ultimate freedom to choose our attitude and find a purpose. It's a work that transformed psychology and became a guide for millions. Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist and a prisoner in Auschwitz, observed something fundamental amidst the horror. It wasn't the physically strongest who survived, but those who had a why to live for. He experienced it firsthand. He lost his wife, parents, and brother in the camps. He endured starvation, cold, and unimaginable brutality. And yet, in that abyss of suffering, he discovered the key to human existence, the search for meaning. Frankl tells us that life in the concentration camp went through phases. First, an initial shock, then a profound apathy, a kind of emotional death as a defense mechanism to endure the day-to-day. The obsession was survival, getting a piece of bread, avoiding beatings, and, above all, not ending up in the gas chamber. But even there, stripped of everything, Frankl realized the prisoners had one thing left: their inner freedom, the ability to decide how to face their destiny. They could let themselves be defeated by despair or hold on to a meaning. That meaning could be the love for a dear one they hope to see again, humor as a weapon of resistance, or even the dignified way they face suffering. Frankl held on to the memory of his wife and the idea of rebuilding his life and his work to help others. After his liberation, Frankl developed what he called logotherapy, a psychotherapy focused on the meaning of existence. Unlike other schools of thought, logotherapy doesn't focus on pleasure or avoiding pain, but on the will to meaning. It posits that the primary human motivation is to find a purpose for our lives. When that will is frustrated, an existential vacuum appears, a feeling that life has no direction. Frankl proposes 3 paths to find that meaning. First, through action, by creating a work or doing a deed. Second, through love, by connecting deeply with another person. And third, and perhaps most revolutionary, through suffering. Frankl argues that when we face a fate we cannot change, like an incurable illness, we have the opportunity to grow internally, to give meaning to that pain. It's not suffering itself that defines us, but our attitude toward it. What we must always remember from this book is this: you choose your attitude. No matter what happens to you, you always have the freedom to choose how you respond. External circumstances do not have to determine your inner state. Life asks the questions. You shouldn't ask what the meaning of life is, but rather recognize that it is life that questions you. Your responsibility is to answer with your actions and decisions. Meaning is everywhere. You can find purpose in work, in love, and even in unavoidable suffering. Pain can become an opportunity for growth if we find a meaning for it. Remember, this is just a brief summary of the potential you can get from this book. Grab a copy by supporting your local bookstore if you want to learn more. Share this summary in your communities and WhatsApp groups to keep the chain of help going. If it helped you, you can make it help someone else. Don't miss the next summary.